Every creative wants to know, how do you sell great work? And the first step, you've got to get the client to trust you. You've consistently sold great work and gotten it produced. So obviously you might know one or two things about how to get clients to trust you. What are some of the things that you do?
Making sure you have a good relationship. Like the day you can stop treating clients as clients and just as like, we're working together, because as advertising, it's like clients are bad and agencies are great. And when you realize like that's not true, it helps, So when you have a good relationship and you talk to them and they, especially when you get them one-on-one, you get them out of a meeting, because a lot of times they're trying to be a boss too. So they're in a meeting with 50 people and they're like, well, the thing is the report shows this or whatever. And then when you get them on the phone, they're like, I don't know, man, I'm just trying and I'm really struggling because of this happened yesterday. And this is a big thing that's come up. That's a big problem for us. And when you kind of learn what the real problems are, and then you show that you're like, well, hey, I can help you with that. Like, if that's the problem, before we go to your boss, tell me what is going to be the problems and let's make it bulletproof together to make sure that there is no problems. Let's get ahead of it. And they're like, whoa, awesome. As opposed to us versus them.
Yeah.
That's a key. And I think, I would say another mistake when we talked about mistakes in the beginning, I was more of a Michael Jordan thing where I'm like, you let the work do the talking. Like, I don't have to do anything else. Let's do a couple of setup slides and let's just get into the work and they'll see how amazing it is. And they'll know there's no way they can't buy it. And that's just not true. It's like when you realize that when you use the account team and the strategy team as assets, not speed bumps, is when the work really gets truly good. And when you work with them to kind of find the problems with it. Jess Monzi, who is great, David Hughes, who is my MD now, they're both fantastic, I think, coming from the Wieden School of good account people class.
Yeah.
When we worked with Jess, we would go to her and be like, what's wrong with this? And she'd be like, well, let me tell you the ways. And then probably me more than you, would be like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, oh, gosh, she's so wrong. And it's so frustrating. We'd walk away. I'd be mad. We'd be frustrated. And then we'd be like, but dang, she does have a pretty good point on that one. And I guess we could tweak this because that actually makes it a lot better. And oh, dang it, she was right again. And I find that too, when you actually use them as assets, not just here's the work, go sell it. Here's the work, set up the call, helps the client too. And I think when you make it bulletproof, you work with a full team, you get to the client one-on-one. That all is good. I would give you an example of taking calculated risks that will pay off is the biggest, fastest way. For instance, we had done Smells Like a Man, guy on the horse spot.
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me.
Everything in the advertising playbook said, make another Isaiah spot right away. And
forever.
Never
make anything except
never change
an
anything.
Isaiah spot.
Make the same words, just have them wear different clothes. And they weren't wrong. That's what the playbook says. And we said it was a different market. We were advertising to younger people. And we said, we think here is an Isaiah spot, but we think the answer is not Isaiah. We think we should change it up. And we think that Old Spice should be bigger than any one Old Spice guy. There should be multiple Old Spice men. And they're like, what are you talking about? He was on Oprah yesterday. Did you guys not see when he was on Oprah? Oh no, we saw it, but you're bigger than that. And we can make you more successful by building around it. So we presented him Terry Crews campaign.
It wasn't Terry Crews at the time, but it was a crazy muscular
bodybuilder person. And they were like, what? Janet Algeier, who's one of our best clients of all time, still friends with her to this day. She was like, what are you doing? Why would we do this? And we didn't have a great meeting originally. Remember, she went home, she told her her son, who was 14 at the time, 12, I don't know, teenager. And he was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. She came in the next day, she goes, let's do it. Everything says we shouldn't do it, but you guys, I trust you. I believe in you. I showed it to my son. He said it was hilarious. I'm going to roll the dice. But if it doesn't work out, you're in trouble. And so we knew that and luckily that blew up. And then when it blew up, Janet was like, okay, we're ride or die forever. I think we all handcuffed ourselves together after that, So taking calculated risks, trusting your gut, sticking with it. when it works out, they will trust you forever.
Yeah, you got to build that. You got to build that initial foundation of trust so that you can take that first leap of faith with them and push them past their comfort zone. And if that works,
Like it's a lot of times the trust, especially with bigger clients, it's not that you do that on day one.
no.
It's a slow process of little wins along the way.
Hey, everybody, if you're interested in making better work and would like to know exactly how my teams and I at Wieden and Kennedy and now at Alto have been making award-winning work for the past 20 years on brands like Nike, Old Spice, KFC, and others, I have what has been called the industry's premier creative coaching and mentorship program. I didn't call it that, but other people did, and then I just said it into this microphone just now. I've taken almost 700 creatives through my program so far, and they have an average 5-star rating. Is that 5 out of 10? If that's 5 out of 10, that's a really bad rating. Oh, it's 5 out of 5. It's 5 out of 5, everybody. That's an A+. These programs are not for everyone, but if you qualify, I will personally teach you exactly, step by step, how to rapidly start doing the best work of your life. I have sessions starting in 1 week, and nearly every session so far has sold out. So if you are interested in grabbing one of the final remaining spots, you can apply at the link below. I hope to see you there.